John Wick Chapter 4 is finally offering its titular character some hope, while seemingly walking back the grim ending the series was building towards. John Wick not only provided Keanu Reeves with a major comeback, but it was also a big influence on many action movies that followed. But before we get into that, I'd firstly like to say hello guys and gals, I'm Nick, and welcome to 30's Feedback. John Wick sequels increased the action and body count, but with each chapter it felt like Wick's chances of survival grew smaller. He was barely alive by the end of John Wick Chapter 3, having survived grueling shootouts and fights, only to be betrayed by former friend Winston. If some viewers sensed that John Wick director Chad Stahelski was building towards a bleak end of the character, they'd have been right. Speaking with Den of Geek in 2019 around Chapter 3's release, he stated the original intent of number 3 was to kill John Wick. He had essentially damned himself with his actions in Chapter 2, and the only logical outcome was his death. Of course, the studio didn't see it that way, so instead, the third movie ended up with a cliffhanger teasing another story. But John Wick Chapter 4 is giving him a little hope. If John Wick Chapter 3 made anything clear, it's that the High Table would never, ever stop coming after him. The trailer for Chapter 4 revealed that if he challenges new villain and High Table member the Marquis de Gramont to a duel and wins, he'll finally have a way out. Of course, judging by the preview, he'll still have to fight, stab, punch his way through lots of henchmen to reach his goal. This could also mean that Wick's fate isn't as sealed as Stahelski once claimed. Given all that Wick has suffered through the franchise thus far, having it end with him dying doesn't feel like a satisfying conclusion. Chapter 3 was the darkest of the series to date, with a desperate John seemingly willing to sell his soul just to stay alive a little longer. Had John Wick 3 ended with his planned demise, that would have left a bitter taste for followers of the saga. With Chapter 4, it seems that the filmmakers behind the series are gearing towards an epic finale that will at least offer the chance for Wick to walk away. John Wick Chapter 4 was once set to film back to back with Chapter 5, though the latter production was delayed due to the pandemic. Since then, progress has moved forward on Ballerina, a spin-off starring Ana de Armas. The film will take place between the events of John Wick Chapters 3 and 4, with Reeves, McShane and Lance Reddick all reprising their roles. This has led to some speculation that maybe Ballerina has replaced John Wick Chapter 5. Assuming Chapter 4 doesn't pull the rug out from viewers and kill its anti-hero, it's a reasonably safe bet Chapter 5 will still happen. Each entry in the series has been more successful than the last, and if the fourth film follows that trajectory, another sequel is all but certain. While both Ballerina and prequel miniseries The Continental will expand the franchise outside of the main outings, so long as Reeves is willing to return, it feels like John Wick has plenty of life left in him. What do you guys think? Will John Wick survive Chapter 4? And will we see a John Wick Chapter 5 in the future? Let me know below.